Hi guys, welcome to Connectra, a platform where we're uniting and uplifting all the businesses of the Jain community. We have here with us today Isha Ohera, the founder and lead designer of Balloons and Confetti, a company that has been transforming ordinary spaces into magical balloon-filled wonderlands. So let's get started and learn more about the woman behind the balloons.
Thank you. Such a nice introduction.
Thank you. So what's up? What's happening?
So things are happening very well right now at work, and I'm so glad to be a part of Connect. I always wanted to be a part of something which is, which brings back me to my roots, and I'm a very spiritual person also. So I'm glad that I can, connect with more people in the community.
Thank you. That's so cute. So tell me, how did you first get into balloon decor? Was it a hobby?
So yeah, it did start as a hobby. So it was a friend's birthday. It was COVID, and it was a friend's birthday, and he helped her out by making a balloon bouquet. So one DIY project, and I got like completely hooked up with the balloons, the different colors that were involved, and yeah, so turned one DIY project into something I'm working full time now, and it's just more than balloons now.
Definitely. So what was the original plan in life then?
I was supposed to go to Warwick for my masters, but then COVID happened. Couldn't go. No more. But yeah, no regrets completely. And I was like, I just graduated. I had zero idea about what I'm going to do next in life. I had like completely different plans about what I'm going to do in life. Like I wanted to do something in business, but not something so early in life. I wanted to first have a proper education, understand things better, and then get into business. But then COVID happened, couldn't go, life took a complete turn, and Balloons and Confetti happened.
Great, great. We're so happy it happened.
I was very happy that things happen when it happens.
And so you occupied the whole time?
Yeah, it's a complete full-time work that I'm doing. So initially, for 3 months, I was doing an internship as well because I was not sure that when I started Balloons and Confetti, I was like, okay, I don't know if this DIY project or this fashion project, if you can just call it that it's going to be something that I can turn into a full-time business. Because first I have zero knowledge about the finance part of it or the marketing part of it. I had just graduated. I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. But I was passionate about it. And passion is something that just, it led to one step and then another and then another. And then we became a regular name like in the household. And yeah, that was it.
How old is Balloons and Confetti?
It turned 4 this year. And we soon turned 5 in September. And yeah, there's magic will happen more.
Definitely. You're handling it all alone?
Yeah, the business part of it, I'm handling it alone. I have a team of a lot of vendors, laborers that go into it. And my core team is about 7 members. And that includes like a project manager. And social media is completely handled by a different agency. Yeah, that is the business part of it, the customer acquisition, or maybe getting new customers, talking to new customers, solely done by me.
So were you always a creative person? How did you just click to get into decor made out of balloons?
So academically, I was a little bit average, but yeah, I knew that I'm not going to be someone who's going to have a corporate job. Growing up, I've seen my mom pursue her passion. Like, she's built her brand, her fashion brand from scratch while handling 2 kids. So I knew that whatever I'm going to do, it has to be something that I have to be passionate about. And I have complete support from home for that. Okay, you follow your dreams, whatever you have. And when the COVID thing happened, when I was like completely stuck, they were very helpful in terms of lectionary text and how should I start something. So decor was not something that I wanted to get into, but yeah, I clicked. And in 2017, I was traveling and I'd seen these backyard parties happening there. So Bombay is not something where a backyard is possible. We have too much of a space constraint. But COVID worked really well for me. I shouldn't say that, but it really worked well for me because everyone was celebrating at home. There was a sense of togetherness where everyone just wanted to come together, make every little occasion as special as possible. I found a gap in the market that there are not many people who want to go out and work right now. I had the skills because I was the only one who was doing it. I didn't have someone to have to bring someone along with me to decorate your space. It was me. I was doing the balloon garlands. I was making installations. I was completely doing it by myself. My sister was a big help at that time, and so I've taught everyone at home how to make balloon installations, how to play with balloons, how to do how much whatever we can make like creatively and aesthetically pleasing, and for to make any celebration the best celebration possible. So found the gap, I grabbed the opportunity and started hitting people up. Do you need a balloon decor? Do you need decor in general for a celebration? And the turn off was very nice. Everyone wanted to celebrate. So yeah, that's how it started.
So can you tell us a little about balloons and confetti? What kind of decor you specialize in?
Firstly, it's so much more than balloons now. What started as a balloon bouquet installation, like a balloon garden, turned completely up when we started getting more inquiries about set production, for example. So I'm a vendor at Nykaa right now, and I do their social media setups. So the whole set production from scratch is completely done by us. So there are these other agencies that we work with as well. So set production is something that we do. And then there's also a lot of floral decor that is done by us. It was COVID, I remember, and so there's this TV star called Shiny Doshi. She hit us up and she's like, would you be interested in doing an at-home wedding for me? And this is like the first year of me into my business, completely awestruck. Like so much confidence from a stranger who doesn't even know me, who's just seeing my work on Instagram. So we started connecting, we started talking, we did an at-home wedding for her. And that wedding was the talk of the town. It was very simple, very intimate, and it also came in newspapers and also was such a big milestone for us so early into the business of art.
Amazing. What name is it?
Shiny Doshi, she is now the actor on Stardust.
So, can you walk us through your creative process when you're designing the balloon display? How do you go about selecting colors, shapes, themes?
So it's a tedious process. It's like a long process. It's not just you share your requirement and I adhere to it, but we understand the story behind. Okay, for example, if you're connecting with me today that I need a birthday balloon backdrop. So there's like a whole process behind it, and we try and do the very nice conversation with the client, understanding their needs, their requirement, what aesthetics they want, what vibe is of the venue. Usually, make customized backdrops. So personalization is like a USP. We can personalize right from the balloon colors to the backdrop to a neon sign to any prop of your choice. So that is something that we tell the client. We talk to them, we understand their requirement. So colors, palettes, structures, theme, venue, everything is taken in consideration, and then a mock-up is sent to the client. And yeah, that's how we take the client forward with
It's
it.
a very tedious process from the
Yeah, so the client is aware about everything. Like from our first conversation, they know, okay, what can they expect. So on D-Day, they see something and they're like, okay, we were expecting something of this sort because she's spoken to me about it. And that conversation just builds so much trust that each and every client of ours comes back to us. Because it's just more than decor, to be honest, because we try and build a relationship with them. When they are trusting us so much with their personal event, because for everyone it might just be a birthday, but it's a very special day for them. And taking in consideration the logistics that go behind it, the cost structure as well. If someone is ready to pay one X amount, they are getting that delivered. The deliverables are met very nicely, and yeah, that's how we take it forward.
So traditionally, decor just meant using flowers and cloth and variations. Balloon decor is something that is fairly new in the market. What do you think brought this transition?
When someone tells me balloons is something very new, I just tell them that it's not very new. I have grown up playing with balloons. It is very new right now for clients. From clients' perspective, it's very new because now globally everyone is very aware about what is happening. So if you have a requirement, you just do a Google search and you'll find millions of options of what we can do. So when I can meet that market gap, that I can provide something more than which is like just floral decor or just cloth braids and make it a very personalized affair, I feel very proud of it. And balloons can do so much. Firstly, they are versatile, they are very flexible, they are easy to make. Send in a requirement today, I can maybe deliver something tomorrow. That that is not really very possible when it comes to cloth draping. Like customization is something that is not very possible when it comes to traditional forms of decor. So balloon industry has completely revamped as from what we've seen growing up, and flexibility is met, and more versatile options are available to clients. So they can expect various and n number of possibilities in terms of decor.
So what type of events do you typically work on, and how does balloon decor enhance the overall atmosphere of the event?
So you start, you name a birthday to a bridal shower, or you name a soiree, or a wedding, or a cocktail party. Everything can be met when you come to Balloons and Confetti. You name a requirement and we will deliver. And so balloons, we generally deal in organic balloon gardens. So when I am delivering a balloon garden, it's not just balloons. You'll always find something more to it. So there'll be props, there'll be structures happening, there'll be a lot of neon sign happening, there'll be customization, shimmer walls, different kind of floral arches, dry canvas. So dry florals saw such a big growth in 2023 when everyone was looking for something bohemian.
Yeah.
Like a client will come to me, I want something which is very minimal. The approach should be that it should be aesthetically pleasing, and those aesthetics can be met in various kind of things. So when we are doing a balloon decor, it's more than balloons, and there are a lot of and number of other things also included in
So what challenges did you face when you started off?
multiple of them, because I had zero idea about what to expect and how the turn up is going to be. So when I was getting those initial inquiries also, I had to push my limits. If someone is sending me a requirement for a proposal decor, I had zero idea how I'm going to procure everything, because I didn't know that someone's going to reach out to me for a proposal event. I thought, okay, it's just going to be balloons, it's going to be birthdays, it's going to be baby showers. But as and when people started approaching, new things were introduced, and each requirement was met. If someone is inquiring for a proposal event, so I remember one of my initial setups was a proposal decor where we had reached out that we want to bring Paris to Bombay. And I was like, okay, how will I do a painting? And ideation was created. Okay, I can get you a Van painting, I can do an Eiffel Tower for you, we can do a very intimate candlelight dinner, we can do a Parisian street for you with those lamps and all that. So design element, I was awestruck because I was so involved in it. I was like, okay, I have to do this. And then we brought it to life. We introduced the 10 feet Eiffel Tower for her. It was a complete Emily in Paris moment for her. And yeah, so challenges that I faced, they've taught me only. Like I've just grown with every setup requirement that I've had. And yeah, so challenges are hard. There are days when you feel a little bit low about things, but they just push you to do better.
So when you create a decor from balloons, you need to be really practical also sometimes. What about the durability and the safety?
So when aesthetically speaking or beautification part of it, balloons look very beautiful. But obviously we have to be very careful, because A, when we are using helium balloons, we have to make sure that the client is aware about the how the balloons are to be used, where they have to be placed. So all these precautions or these safety measures are told beforehand how to handle them. Rest, sanitization, that is something that we take care of completely. Since we started in COVID, we made sure that each and every element that we are bringing into someone's house is sanitized, is fumigated, COVID certificates are met. That was something that we did initially, but later on realized that we should just keep on continuing doing this, because there are kids involved whenever we are doing a birthday banquet. So tools are not put here and there. there are structures which are, put up with heavy weights so that they don't fall on someone. So these safety measures are always taken care of even if it's an outdoor event, even if it's an indoor event. All safety measures are taken care of solely by my team and me.
There's nothing bad happening.
Nothing, not really. As I told you, we always learn from them. So, for example, if that I did an outdoor event at Sun and Sand, it was my first event, and I didn't know that okay, it's going to be this windy because it's like a beachfront property, and so I didn't know that I needed heavy structures or heavy weights for it. We set up the whole setup, and the whole shimmer wall fell. And before the party arrived, luckily we had so much time on us that we could. So that taught us that okay, now whenever we are doing an outdoor event, we need heavy structures and weights. So to secure it as much as possible so that there are no mishaps happening.
So have you ever done a mix of it or like balloons and flowers and trees and all this?
Of course, each and every setup of mine is always going to be more than balloons. Except the balloon bouquets that we send out, we try and do a lot of customization there also. Like you'll always see me mixing and matching with flowers and balloons, and I love it. I totally love it. It aesthetically looks so beautiful, and you get a touch of both with you. Like okay, I love flowers, so and I love balloons. How will I put them together? My organic balloon garlands come in place there. The organic balloon garlands are the best, like the most super hit of ours. And one more product that involves a mix and match of ours is the hot air balloon that we do, wherein we mix our bubble balloon with a lot of flowers, with gifts, with chocolates, and make sure that people get more than just balloons.
What is the one thing that makes balloons and confetti different from the rest? What is your USP?
I think my USP would be an understanding that I have with the client. That each and every event is always going to be more than just decor for me. I will make sure that I understand the storyline behind it, the values that they want, or why they are doing a particular event. Secondly, it could be personalization. Every setup of mine will have some personal touch or a backstory which the client will resonate with. For example, we did this very beautiful proposal right now, and they were just very much involved with something called cosmic stars, and they wanted to bring a sky to the ground. So we brought a sky full of stars to the ground for them, and the girl, she loved the flowers and like she loved stars so much now that she was completely awestruck, and that is something that just makes me special about it. That okay, I can, if you have an ideation in mind, I'll try my level best to bring that to life.
So any theme can be done
Into reality.
with balloons.
With balloons, with flowers, with lights, with candles. Obviously, we try to understand your theme better, your requirement better, and give you a best approach towards it.
So is there any memorable client story that you'd like to share?
Memorable client story, there's so many. Like, every time I think that, this setup that I've done, this is going to be my favorite. But then the next one happens and my heart skips a beat. I'm like completely awestruck with. Sometimes I don't even realize okay, this is something that I managed to create it, and that when that happens, I feel so blessed. Like I've seen so many stories like come to life, and if I'm to say like choose with like my favorites would be proposals, baby welcomings. They are just so wholesome. I've seen like men cry like just seeing that girl is going to be so happy now. They're going to spend the rest of their life together. And then there are these baby welcomings where grandparents are so involved. They're like, okay, I just have to make sure that this child that's going to come home has to have so much love. And when I see okay, one backdrop, one particular installation that I've just put together, and it's brought so much joy to them. Those memories, those pictures that are clicked, the reviews that are shared with me, the stories that I get to know, they're all just very wholesome and heartful.
So when you're working on a big project, there are so many things like the transportation, this time management, the setup. How do you take care of all the logistics?
So firstly, everything has to be managed. There has to be a timeline that has to be followed. When that is followed, everything falls into place. I would say my backbone would be my team of vendors, my team of laborers, my team of florists, whoever is working with me, they make sure that okay, if I've said that this has to be done at this particular time, it happens. When that happens, when you manage everything that okay, I have to be at this particular time, I have to reach at this particular time, I have to make sure that everything is in place and all the all the ends are met, then the setup turned out very nicely. And it all has to happen before the client reaches the party. Then only that sense of completion is met. Whenever your team is working with you, they should be aware about it that okay, these requirements are told, so we have to make sure that they are met. And my team is rock solid. They tend to make sure that everything falls into place. All my wildest dreams, all my wild ideas are executed very nicely.
So what role does social media play in your work, and how do you use it to promote your design?
The most important. Social media in today's digital world is completely like it just makes sure that you're reaching a very global audience. For example, we just operate in Bombay, maybe Lonavala and Riyadi, not beyond Pune. So, but I have had clients who are in Canada, in Australia, in England, who are like, okay, I am not there, but can you please send this requirement? And that requirement is met. So, that global reach comes only because of Instagram or maybe social media. And for me, it played the most important role because I started out as an Instagram page and I started out before Reels. So when Reels happened, the global reach started happening. So yeah, social media completely solely dependent on that. And when I'm putting myself out there or my work out there, it's appreciated firstly. And secondly, obviously I'm meeting a different kind of people from all over the world.
So what's the maximum number of views that you got?
Maximum, I have to check. I'm not sure.
So Ravi, have you
Yeah, but we are
ever
reaching milestones. Yeah.
so have you ever had a moment where you felt like giving up on your decor business?
There are days when I'm low or when I feel okay, this opportunity just slipped out of my hand for some reason. I wish I would have had the opportunity to work for it. But there's never been a thing that I will not do this ahead. Like I will not take it ahead. Like decor in general, not balloon decor specifically, project turned into something very professional. And the sense of happiness that it gives me at the end of the day, I've never had that thought that I will not do this tomorrow. Never.
So there's a particular event that you're especially proud of, or one that felt like a major milestone in your journey.
There are so many. So as I told you, we started from scratch. So every installation, every balloon bouquet was a milestone itself. Like but obviously when influencers approach you, when there are these big names in the industry, in the event industry who reach out to you. Okay, like there are these agencies, event agencies who do set production on like a very large level. But they reach out to you for you to be a small part of that big event. It's a lot. It's a milestone in itself. And so we work with Naga, as I told you, with K-Beauty, we've done Felicity, we've done influencers, collaborations, and like the first influencer that I worked for, like it was unknowingly, the Parisian proposal that I told you about was for an influencer called Neha Ghoda. And she's again a very down to earth woman, and her husband approached her. Then we made it come to life. Kishwan Merchant, Divya Agarwal, their sister Co, Shiny Doshi. There are many, but I can't remember them right now.
Amazing. So if you weren't doing balloon decor, what other creative career would you see yourself?
If not decor in general, I think I would be working as a brand manager or a PR agent for some brand. Yeah, but it would be an agency in itself.
So how has the family support been from both sides now that you're married?
I recently got married. So my backbone has been my mom, as I told you. And I've seen her grow into grow her work, her projects into something so beautiful. And she's always been there for me. But now since I'm married, my in-laws are equally involved in whatever I'm doing. Whether it's my husband, whether it's my mom-in-law, if there's a project that's happening at home, everyone is involved. Everyone is just so happy when there is a milestone reached or when there's something new happening. Yeah, so support is very nice and wholesome. So together, and when you get that support, you can reach anywhere you want.
Guys, Isha is going to make a balloon for us on the spot, and I'm sure you guys will be really amazed to see this.
I think you guys must have seen this that we're going to create a different kind of a hot air balloon. You've seen our different kind of hot air balloons that we create, but we're going to do something special, something nice, and something minimal for our team at Connectra today. And yeah, it's like a miniature version of our hot air balloon since we are starting it together.
So amazing.
It has our logo here, guys.
Oh wow. It's so sweet.
Okay, yeah. So we already put together the floral arrangement for it today, just to save a little bit of time for us. We're going to stretch a little bit of our bubble balloons. So bubble balloons are our specialty, and if you must have seen that we can personalize it however and whenever you want it. It can be personalized and delivered on the same day to you. And I'll just put it together for you now.
Same day.
Same day. You give me 4 hours and I can give a personalized balloon bouquet to you at your doorstep.
So if the husbands have forgotten to buy their wives a gift, this is like a savior.
Very, very good idea to order it from us. Okay, I'm sorry for the mess, but yeah. So we've added a little bit of confetti inside, and just to make it more personalized, stretch it a little bit. And these products are handmade by me, so there's no chance of it going wrong. Because I've been doing it since 4 years. We've sold more than 1,000 units of these, and just look how pretty it is as it is. The best part about bubble balloons is that they can be customized however you want them to be. We can add mini balloons inside, we can add different kind of feathers inside, we can add different kind of confetti inside, and we are also going to launch a very special product on Mother's Day. We've already done a few of them right now. They are called our stuffed balloon bouquets, wherein we stuff different kind of gifts for you inside the bubble balloon, and it's for you to pop, have some fun, and celebrate each and every event of yours. Personalize it right now, again with our different kind of logos showing the collaboration that we are entering into. And since it's all about connecting together, I hope this collaboration turns into something very beautiful that we want it to be. Though it takes so less time, we would like that you reach out to us in advance so that we don't miss out on the opportunity to be a part of the celebration. Just a minute.
were like really quick, and I was just amazed by seeing
Thank you.
all the
Thank you so
stuff that
much.
you did. Thank you so much for being a part of Connect and for such a sweet gesture. It was
Awesome.
really sweet.
I'm really looking forward to connecting back to the Gen community and making sure that I reach more homes, be a part of more celebrations.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching us. And for more such videos, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Thank you.